engine builder fans, it's Greg Jones. Welcome to another episode of Industry Insiders. Today I'm joined in studio by Scott Highland. He's the Director of Marketing for race-winning brands. Scott, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you having us over.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys are not far from us here in Akron. You guys are just up the road a little bit in Mentor, and so we appreciate you coming down and visiting.
No, we appreciate you having us here. We really enjoy the industry and appreciate you having us come and talk about it. Absolutely.
Now, we're excited because you guys represent a number of automotive brands and powersport brands in our industries here, and you yourself have been in both of those industries for, close to 20 years or so now?
Yeah, a little more than 20, I hate to admit.
So I'd love to start just with a little bit of background about yourself. Tell the viewers a little bit about, where you come from, what you've done in the past, and ultimately what landed you at Race Winning Brands.
Yeah, I guess like a lot of people in this industry, I was an enthusiast. I was a racer growing up. I raced motorcycles for a period of time and realized that I wasn't good enough to be professional at it, so I needed to get a job. So I chose to stay, in this industry.
Yeah.
Did a little car racing as well. Drove some sprint cars for a while, so I kind of understand both the automotive and the two-wheel, world. So
yeah.
But yeah, I've worked for companies and some big brands in the industry like GE Pistons. Currently obviously with Wiseco for a period of time. CV Products, which is a major supplier of engine components in the racing industry, and Exeldyne, which produced titanium valves.
Yeah, and I also understand you were at MAG Motorsports for a little while.
Yep. It was MAG for about 3 years, and we owned a lot of major brands like Vance and Hines, Kariakin, Progressive Suspension, a host of different brands in the industry.
Yeah. So I got to ask, because you've dabbled in both the powersports side as well as automotive, do you have a favorite? Do you, if you're given the choice, would you go to one versus the other?
That's a good question.
Maybe as a hobby and
I gravitate a little bit towards the powersports because I still like to ride a lot, and I still do a little bit of motocrossing. It's for the time that I have, but I really love anything with a motor on it, or in it. So I, really just anything with an engine I really enjoy. So
I can relate to that because it's the same for me. So Scott, you're now a race-winning brand. So I wanted to ask, you've been there for a few years, but what ultimately was the appeal that brought you there, or did they find you? How did that kind of come about?
Yeah, it was kind of a mutual meeting. The former owners of the race-winning brands, I got to know some people on the management and ownership group there, and started talking and saw their vision and wanted to be part of the growth. So I was able to join them, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the day-to-day functions? As the Director of Marketing, what are some of those responsibilities that you're working on every day, every week, every month?
It's pretty eclectic mix of activities. We're working on everything from new product releases, because we've got a lot of activity going, and product new product rollouts. So we're really active in getting the word out to the engine builders and consumers about a lot of the new products. We work on trade show or race events. We like to be active in the industry, so we're out at a lot of the racetracks, trying to support the racers or learn what the racers are needing. So we're heavy involved in that. Trying to work on a lot of our data and a lot of our images to serve a lot of the industry. It's just there's so many things, from the media side, but to getting out and interacting with the customers.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm going to test you a little bit.
Okay, here we go.
Now, you guys at Race Winning Brands have a lot of different brands, obviously, under the umbrella. Are you able to list them all? Are you able to just,
Yeah. We have 20 brands.
Okay.
I could list them for you. Might get them a little out of order.
Okay.
But, we have, some really iconic brands, brands that have been around for years. You've got, Dart, blocks and cylinder heads.
Yeah.
You've got, Pack racing valve springs. You've got Trend push rods and some of the valve train components they make, even wrist pens. You've got Diamond pistons, for example. Then you come over, kind of over into the Ohio community. We have JE, we have Wiseco, which makes both Powersports and auto products.
Yep.
You've got Pro-X, you've got CV4, you've got Recluse. We've got Corsa exhaust systems. We got Haltech EFI. We've got transmission brands. We've got RevMax, transmission specialties in Transgo. We also have facility in New Jersey with Manley. It's been around for 50 plus years, and we've got the MGP aluminum connecting rod line being manufactured there. We go down to North Carolina, and we've got Victory that's making titanium valves and valve train components. Right. So we've got, quite a group of companies.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's cool. You guys got companies that kind of encompass, everything that goes into an engine, more or less. There's very few elements that you guys are missing at this point.
No, there's a lot of components in the engine, but we've got a pretty good mix within it for sure.
Yeah. So, we were just touching a little bit on your day-to-day and kind of what that involves, and obviously it's a lot because, marketing encompasses a lot of different things. Do you want to go into some of the challenges that you guys have, just kind of helping all those different brands get to market?
Yeah, as being part of the marketing team, we provide a service, within the company and to the sales team to help them do their job. We also, are again trying to provide information to help the consumers make the right decisions on what parts they want to buy. So, but we're on the business side as well with strategy and looking at trends, or there's just a lot of different components in the marketing sector.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good people working in the team that and we pitch in and wear a lot of different hats. But really just trying to help promote the brands and portray the right image and try to be a good steward to the performance industry and the engine builders.
Absolutely. Now, Scott, within that Race Winning Brands umbrella, are there certain brands that you work more closely with than others, or are there ones that you just get more excited about than others?
I really get excited about all of it because there's a lot of technical components and a lot of know-how in these brands. Mm-hmm. You look at some of these parts, and I've spent a lot of years in pistons, so you become a subject matter expert, or in valve train. You look at some of these components and they look fairly simple when you look at let's say a piston, but when you really learn the technical aspects, whether it's, the elliptical shape or the barrel shape on the skirts, the piston to wall clearance, piston to valve, the dome shape, quench, and, what you're trying to do to stimulate, the combustion efficiency or power, ring lands, ring grooves. There's just so much to learn. And so it's an ever-ending quest to be knowledgeable about a lot of these products.
Yeah. Well, and again, personally, what I love about a lot of that stuff is, it's a chunk of metal.
Yes.
It's essentially a chunk of metal with a lot of these different components, but there's so much research and development and just technical aspects that go into making it better, every iteration. And you just said it.
There's no question. I mean, the manufacturing, you bring material in, and let's say in a bar, and we like to say bar to box. Well, we take the bar, we forge it, we machine it, we coat it, and we have metrology equipment that's, state of the art, CMM equipment that we can measure down, 5 decimal places, and we have our own dyno facility, so we can do our own testing. So we've learned a lot. But one thing I've learned in this industry is there is a lot of talented people that have either been self-taught or, have, just runs the gamut. There's just so many intelligent people in the racing industry
Yeah.
that you learn. You never cease to learn.
Yeah. So, Scott, you were telling us one aspect of your role is helping with those new product launches. What are a couple of those new products that have already started going out the door that you're excited about?
Yeah. Kind of on the Powersports side, we have, like on the Recluse, we have a lot of the auto clutch technology. So you're seeing as new bikes roll out, like new models from, Yamaha, like a YZ450, for the 2023 model was all new. So the team there has built, a new clutch, and it's being raced by, in Supercross and winning right now.
Yeah.
But then, you flip over to the auto side, we have, a host of applications from crankshafts and pistons to fit, a Honda Sport Compact application to, a LS series, or a new line within Wiseco called the Red Series, which is a whole new lineup that we're promoting.
Yeah.
We've got, you've got crankshafts, you've got connecting rods, valve trains. So,
Yeah.
There's so many different applications. Some of the newer products that we worked on, for example, is the boost line connecting rod. Well, manufacturing a lot of that now in here in Ohio, in America. So we're really proud of that.
And that's a newer brand, correct?
That's a newer brand. It was developed in-house. It's patented technology with 3-pocket design in the beam. Very robust, for a lot of power adders or forced induction application.
Yeah.
We're coming out with a new line of lightweight applications that you'll see coming soon.
And I understand you guys also make a couple of diesel rods.
Yes, make some heavy duty diesel rods within Boost line, or even the Manley, lineup as well. So
Yeah. Very cool. Well, like you said, it never ceases to stop.
Yeah. It's like, for example, with the LS and LT movement, it's like valve springs from PAC and coming up with a lot of new, spring rates or designs to take mass out and lighten the valve train. It's just because people keep pushing the envelope to elevate power. You've got to keep developing the parts to keep up with this and have the right applications that people want.
Absolutely. And that falls right into my next question, Scott. Are there certain applications that you see the different brands making product for more than others, or is it more just that overall higher horsepower power adder application in general?
Yeah, that's a good question, because because we're so diverse in a lot of different markets. Certainly, like we were talking about the LS, the LS market is really, growing, and even the LT, but there's a lot of activity around that, especially now with, again, a lot of, forced induction, turbochargers, superchargers. I mean, it's so prevalent. So there's a lot of need for product that fit those applications.
Yep, absolutely. Scott, I'll leave you with this question.
Okay.
Just forward thinking, we're already getting towards the end of March here, which seems crazy of, 2023, but going forward, what's kind of your outlook for the rest of this year for not only the industry, but obviously race winning brands and maybe even beyond that?
Yeah, I'm very optimistic about the outlook. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of challenges with inflation, but I think people are passionate about this business, and they want to go out and they want to enjoy, and have fun with their interests. They want to go race or participate. So I see, upside, and coming into the rest of the year right now. Definitely a lot of concerns globally, but I think that this is a great industry and a great way to escape all the other things that are going on, and go out and have some fun.
Yeah, no, I think you hit it on the head. I think got a pretty good outlook for racing, certainly, and all the other forms of automotive and power sports that enthusiasts get into. You know, I think there's a lot of attention being paid to that and a lot of engagement happening across the board. So
no question. Yeah, definitely good to be in the industry.
Absolutely. Well, Scott, I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you for having us
today.
Yeah.
Guys, we appreciate you watching this episode of Industry Insiders. Again, I want to thank Scott and everyone at Race Winning Brands. Make sure you guys are checking out what they all have going on. And as always, make sure you're checking out Engine Builder for more engine content. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.